Alright guys, here we go. I'm going to start my install on my 2016 Hobie Outback LE. I'm going to do the 5-inch Hook 2 triple shot first. There's that bad boy, my fish finder chopper, chart plotter, GPS, side scan, down scan, all that good stuff. There's my screen, 5-inch screen. This is my transducer. Power cable. So the power cable and the transducer cable have to run up to the screen. I've got the Lowrance cover for my screen so it doesn't get all scratched up. And I got the Berley Pro transducer adapter. For mounting my head unit on my transducer on my screen, I got an 18-inch RAM. Got it back up so you can see the whole thing. 18-inch RAM arm with the special adapters at the end. I got inch and a half ball adapters, or C size adapters, and this guy's a special adapter that fits right onto the back of this guy. So I'll be ditching the little stand that this comes with in favor of this guy. And the other thing this will give me is with that inch and a half ball, I've got a track at the front of my boat. I can have that guy there. I also have tracks back here that are about to sit where my elbow position is, so I can mount that guy right there. And then you can see I'm going to shorten this arm once I decide how long I want it to be, so that I can get my screen position right where I want it. So when I'm fishing, I want to be able to move the screen closer to me if I want, or a little farther away if it's in my way. Make it nice and convenient. Should work good. So I'm going to flip the boat over here in a minute, and I'm going to start installing the transducer, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in 1 second. Here's a quick shot to show you guys how this is all going to go together. 3 pieces to the Berley Pro kit. Oops, holding my stuff out of there, you can't see it. 3 pieces to the Berley Pro kit. Little small plate. This horseshoe. And then this large piece, which is obviously meant to hold that guy, my transducer. So, transducer fits in there. Little plate fits in there, holding him to the transducer plate. Big horseshoe fits around here. And then the 4 small screws right there are gonna hold the small plate. You can use lift the small plate to hold the transducer in place. And there's 3 larger screws. There's 2 different sizes that will be used to hold the entire thing into the well in the boat. So I'll show you guys that together when it's together right before I drop it. Alright guys, I got my transducer mounted into the support. Really wishing I'd done this video on landscape rather than portrait. Anyways, something to think about real quick when you go to start putting your Berley Pro kit together. This plate, this little rectangular plate, is not perfectly square. It only fits into this larger piece one way. So before you begin doing up your screws, lay it out, make sure you got it aligned properly, and then put your little screws in. Those are the little stainless steel screws. They're non-magnetic. You drop them somewhere hard to get, you're gonna have a hard time fishing them back out. Doing them up tight, a small Phillips screwdriver, and a 5.5 millimeter socket. Might not be a size that everybody has in their box. I'm going to flip this guy over and bolt it to the underside of the Kayak. On mine, I use the 832 screws. On some Kayak models, I guess, maybe the newer ones, they take a larger 1032 screw. So these are the 832 screws in this kit. I'm going to bolt this guy in, flip the boat over, show you the next part. Alright guys, got the transducer installed, flip the Kayak over, pulled my wires through the hole for the wire in the hull right there. So next step, pop this cap off. With your hatch open, get your rod or your tackle box holder out of the way. There's 2 boxes of black foam, or 2 pieces of black foam to get out of the way. you'll be able to reach down inside here behind, let's see if we can have a look over. Behind that big post, you'll be able to reach around and grab the sides of this plastic nut, that's this guy right there, and twist it off that guy. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey, you're grabbing it from the back, so pay attention to which way you're unthreading it, because it's just plastic threads. Through this hole, oops, get that guy out of the way. When that hole's open, I'm going to pass my wires through to the right side, triple gland right there, that I've decided on the piece that fits that best, that'll fit my wires really well. Kind of a little blurry, but you can see it right there. Just hold it up in front of my ugly vise. Your kayak will come with a kit like this. And in that shiny plastic bag that I got on my iPhone, so I'm having a hard time seeing through, are all these little black plastic pieces, soft rubber, a little bit stretchy. And you notice they're all split on one side. Those guys pop in place on the caps, on our little, this guy, you notice the 3 cutouts for our wires. So I can do this on the right side or left side. However, I'm right-handed, so I find I enter and exit my kayak from the left side, and I keep my transducer, or sorry, my screen for my fish finder on my right side, and I always tend to net the fish on the left side of the boat. So that's why I'm organizing everything the way I do. While I got these little pieces here, I did a test fit on my power cable. And on my transducer cable, you guys can see they're 2 substantially different sizes. And I came up with the little piece that fit best for both of those cables. And that's the piece that I'm going to install right there on that guy. And then both of my wires that go to my screen, my transducer cable and my power wire, are going to come out of that guy, and they'll attach to the back of my screen. And that's how I'm gonna see underwater like magic. I'll show you guys how I mount my battery and what I do to my power wire for a battery cable in just a few minutes here. All right, here we guys are again with my kayak. Got the wires run. It comes from the transducer through this guy into the hull. Actually ran the excess wires up to the front so I can bundle them up. And oops, I'm gonna take my finger off the camera screen. It's kind of dark in there, but you can see I've got my wires bundled up there and tied up. They're actually zip tied to the sailing mast post that goes through the hull, and I've zip tied them so they're off the bottom of the boat. So even if I have 1 or 2 inches of water in there, my wires aren't going to be sitting in the water. So I run my wires from the front there. My power wire, I spliced this extra end onto, just like that. That's the guy I'm going to use. And I gave myself about another foot of wire. So I like to be able to have lots of extra wire when I come to plug in my battery box. So this is my battery box. It's just a waterproof toolbox. Usually I wait till they go on sale for around 10 bucks at Princess Auto, with a motorcycle battery, AGM motorcycle battery, so it doesn't have a problem being laid on its back or upside down. Well, the only thing they say not to do is upside down. So I usually sit sideways just like this. Another waterproof fitting on the front of the box where my wires come out of. And you guys, if you noticed, I did not use a fuse on my power wire. The reason I didn't do that, because the kit does come with one, the Lowrance Hook2 5-inch model does come with one, but I have a fuse built right into my battery box inside there. So I won't have that open fuse with a connector that could get water in it, but my fuse is inside my battery box. I don't have to worry about it. So this is a type of connector commonly used on motorcycles and batteries and electric vests and that kind of stuff. So it is no problem to get a little bit of water on there. I'm not going to short everything out. You can see the plugs are independent of each other. And my wires are coming through the hull. I didn't realize this when I was setting it up, but I'm gonna have trouble in a minute because I won't be able to hold everything that I want to show you to do it. So here's my head unit for the Lowrance. This is the adapter that they make to fit on this guy. It works with a 1.5 inch ram ball. So all I have to do there is I loosen the screws on the back side of this guy. You can see it on my big fat sausage thumb right there. The screw right there on either side. And scratchy. This guy, snap on the back. Just like that. It's a little confusing, hard to see. I think I really should have gone ahead and set up my tripod for this video, so I wouldn't have to be trying to hold the phone. So that guy's going to go in there. Let me adjust it. Set the angle where I want it, like that. We'll tighten up the screws in a second here, and I'll show you guys power. For a second here. Stay still. Set that guy down. Just gonna pop this cover off. It's new, it fits tight. If you ask me, that's a good thing. Plug my wires in. Gotta pay close attention to the marks, the alignment marks. Make sure they're all the way plugged in there. Plugging our battery in. And got power, just like that. So the next thing I'm gonna do, button this guy up. I'm gonna figure out what distance I want to set this guy at, where I want it sitting. This video is probably going to make you nauseous if you're watching it, because I'm moving everything around. So how far or how close I want this guy to be to me is going to be the next step. If I can use the ram ball on that rail or on that rail. So that's about it. Hopefully I can edit this one together to make a presentable video. You know, if not, well, oh well. I got my first boat set up, and maybe I'll take some notes and make a better video when I do the next one. That's it. Thanks.